Got my hair cut off for the channel. Let's do this. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Supercar Street Racing is the channel name, at least for now. We are contemplating a name change, but at this point, you are watching Supercar Street Racing, another unboxing, and we have the Dewinwils low voltage transformer, the SKU number HOSL04C2, and what we have here is a 200 watt power supply for landscape lighting or anything else that you might need that needs to use 12 volts on the output side. Now this guy does have an app, although it's rudimentary and looks like it was designed by a 2-year-old and has not improved very much. It does have an app that works with Android and also Apple, as you can see here, and you can scan to get this app. You can scan this code, this whatever it is, QR code. And let's take a look at what's inside the box here, freshly opened. We have a owner's manual here, and inside of this owner's manual, it explains to you how to get the app up and going, and it explains the setup. We've already gone through this on another device, but we likely will do it today again. And this is just basically how it works to do the timer, the setup, and get the app going. So we'll put a link in the description to this smart Wi-Fi landscape timer, but let's break this guy open and see what we have in the box. So it's packaged very nicely, very secure. Got the styrofoam packing in it. Make sure you don't break your glass table like I almost did here. And then inside here we have our landscape timer. Let's get this guy unboxed. Comes with some drywall inserts or whatever you're going to be screwing it to, and 2 screws. Ours is going up against a tree, out of sight, facing the pond so nobody else can see it. And my only worry right now is right here right now is that this cord is not long enough for my use, in which case I do have an extension cord I think that I can use for this, and I will tape up the plug, make sure it's watertight, and run that underneath the mulch. Probably not long enough is what I can see right now, because this is going up against a tree. Yep, that's not going to be long enough, so I might have an extension cord in there that works, or I could just modify this to work. I could cut the cord and put my own plug in. You can see here is the Wi-Fi antenna. I have 3 of these already, and so far my only complaint is that every once in a while they will lose Wi-Fi connection, and I will have to unplug and replug them, and then they reconnect. If you look on the bottom here, we've got 2 places to put a wire to run to our low voltage lighting, and we have a little clamp here which is kind of big. I don't know if it's actually, it can't be, it might be for this wire. I didn't use it for that last time, but it's probably for all the wires. If you unscrew this, you can place your power wire like this as well, and everything can go straight down nice and clean. On the front here, we see our power indicator, our power light, meaning that not that the actual device is powered on, but that the lights that it is powering are switched on. And you have your Wi-Fi indicator, and when this guy turns on, this thing will actually blink very fast before it connects to the Wi-Fi signal. It's got a warning on the side, which hopefully I can get off because it's super ugly. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take. So it wants to be at least 1 feet above the ground. That is my plan. And the satisfying removal of this ugly sticker, because this will be out in the yard. And honestly, if we wanted to, we could take a little time and paint this guy brown to match the landscape. and maybe just leave this part maxed up would probably look better since it's going to be on a tree. I'm thinking about doing that real quick. However, I don't want to spray this Wi-Fi antenna and affect the range, so it might look weird with everything else painted brown. But as you can see here, we have our Dewinwils low voltage landscape timer. And in all reality, we probably can just set it up inside the house and then get the Wi-Fi all set up and then bring it outside. And I think that's what we're going to attempt to do now. Okay, we are back with the Dewenwils 200 watt landscape lighting transformer. And they have changed everything about the way these devices work now, because they used to use EcoPlugs as their app. Now they are using their own app, and also it appears that these guys have Bluetooth capability as well for the setup. And I just realized all this after trying to use EcoPlugs with it. So what we are doing now is we have the new app here, Dewenwils, as you can see here. And we will start over on the instructions, and you guys will not see me fumbling around for an hour trying to get this working and not being successful. So let's open this Dewinwils app and follow the new instructions, because like I said, it was not apparent that they had changed, and I should have read the instructions. So we got the Dewinwils app opening here, and now I have already signed up for an account with Dewinwils, and most likely we will have to enable the skill as well to get this working. So it says to, let's see. Okay, so download the app. We did that already. We signed up. And now it says turn on Bluetooth on the smartphone. It is. Click the plus. It's okay, let's see. All right, it says to click the plus here. We got the Wi-Fi low voltage transformer. All right. It says power off the device, and after 10 seconds, power it on again. So here we go. We got the power plug pulled here on the Dewinwils. We're waiting 10 seconds here. And then it's going to want us to hold the reset button down for 5 seconds. Now I have a pen, but to protect the button from getting ink on it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Solid light. It is blinking rapidly. We're going to the next step. Hold the reset button again until it's blinking slowly. It says 5 seconds. Now it's blinking slowly. Yep. So you have to press confirm here. Next. And it says to enter a password for my 2.5 gigahertz network, which we will likely have to blur that out. It says allow location access to search for nearby Wi-Fi. So let's see what it is already on, so we can go back. Or it says to enter your Wi-Fi name or allow location access. Settings, let's see. App level permissions. We already have this on, so I don't know why it's asking for me to enable it again. Let's see, Dewinwils. On, okay. I was able to turn it on in the location settings. Let's see if that worked. Start over. Go through all this. Okay, so we need our 2.4 gigahertz network connection. So we're going to go here and switch to that. And the one that we are going to use is closer to where it's going to be outside. So we're going to use this one. All right, let's go back to the app and see if we have to do that again now. Okay, that's good. I have to put the password in now. I will have to blur this out. Okay, password is in. Connect your mobile phone to the device's hotspot. So we're looking for the Smart Life hotspot. Let's see. I'm actually following the instructions here, so I'm going through these. Okay, we're at that point. All right, so yeah, it didn't. It doesn't talk about this part in the instructions, but we're supposed to connect to the Smart Life, I guess the Smart Life hotspot here. Let's see there if this is it. It says Smart Life 8ED1 is the only Smart Life I see. So let's try that one. It says it's adding device. This is all new for me, so I'm doing this with you guys. Now I'm guessing I have to keep the old devices on the Eco plugs. So yet another app that I have to manage in my arsenal of apps for everything. And it says adding, let's see if that is the case. The light did go off here. And I don't have the skill enabled yet. And yeah, you have to download the skill. So it still says it's adding. Let's see if this is actually going to work. The skill part is a little janky on the instructions. Still says it's adding. That's interesting. It's taking a really long time. We might have to try it again. It says it's got 30 seconds left on adding. If this doesn't work, I might have to try it on the phone. Instead of the tablet. Got 10 seconds left. It doesn't look like it was successful. Let's see. Check your demerit points. Okay, guys, so that did not work. I am going to go through the process again using my phone, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I went through the whole procedure again on the Dewenwils app on the phone, and basically here is how you do it. You will go through the instructions on the actual app to add the device. It will flash rapidly when you hold down reset, then it will flash slowly. Once that is able to be flashing slowly, then you connect to the hotspot on this device, which says Smart Life. After you do that, you put in your Wi-Fi password name and make sure you're on a 2.4 gigahertz network. And then here you can see we have added it. Now, it does not really explain adding the skill, but there is a skill in Alexa called Dewinwils. And the actual instructions here make no sense. It says, let's see, work with Alexa. Option 1, app to app. OEM app redirects to Alexa to bind. Discover the corresponding app OEM Alexa skills directly in your OEM app and easily complete the skill. So it says find me on the home page. So here we go to me. It says tap Alexa. And then it says sign in with Amazon. So I guess that's how you do it. I'm going to go ahead and attempt that now since I can't put that on camera due to passwords. Okay, it looks like we are just have to hit link here. Let's see if we do have to put in a username and password. Okay, already linked with Alexa. Okay, so I just got a notification from Alexa on my phone that this is already linked. So now we should be able to control the devices from Alexa and from, yeah, I woke up everything in the world. But here's a good look at the actual device. And I don't know if we have to upgrade the firmware or not on it. We can try that. Let's see if it actually loads here. Okay, it did load. Doesn't really have any, let's see, device update, automatic updates. I turned on automatic updates in the device. Doesn't look like there are any. Now the rest of this configuration, see, here's the name of the actual device. We can probably take a picture of it. Let's see, device information there with the MAC address and everything, and the icon. Yeah, you can take a photo, so I'll do that once I get everything outside and ready to get hooked up. So yeah, that is the first initial setup of the Dewinwils low voltage landscape timer. Totally different from the other ones in that it doesn't use the EcoPlug app, it uses its own app now. So now we're going to take this outside and actually install it. All right, guys, we're out here in the garage now, and what we're going to do is prep this timer for installation outside by getting the wiring ready. And here is our low voltage landscape wiring. It's pretty heavy gauge. It's designed for outdoor use. Nothing will last in the Florida outdoor. However, this stuff might. Now, what we are going to be doing out here is we are going to be putting these spade connectors on the end. Okay, after further review, my plan will no longer work because the tree is not flat and also it's not going to look that great. So I have a different plan that moves the whole thing kind of away from the tree now. So what I'm doing is right here, right now, I am building a base to lay on the ground. It will lay up against the fence, overhang to the dock, and also serve as a block for anyone getting around the dock on that corner because I don't want the kids doing that anymore. All right, we were successfully able to get all the nails out of our board. And so what we do now is remeasure 7.5 from the edge, about right there. And that should be the point where we can start driving down our screws here. All right, ready to put a coat on this guy. All right, we're out here with our friendly neighborhood alligators. There's one right there. Right there. And what we are going to do right here, right now, is run this brand new power cable from this power outlet here over to where we will be mounting our fantastic new device. And I have a longer cable here for that. But first, I'm going to try to secure this. Is it raining? It's raining. Project over. So back where we were here, I need to secure this dock, this bulkhead first. So I brought a lag screw to do that. This side over here is loose. I got the timer here, and we are going to mount the mounting screws onto our new mount. And so we measure across from here to here, and that is right in the center, 3 3/4. So we will have to come over here into our board and get a level 3 3/4 screw on each side of 3 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now off camera, show you guys the result after. Okay, it started raining again, but I got the screws done for the mounting part for our landscape timer. So all I have to do now is hang this timer on here, and it should be fine because all the weight will be pulling straight down and not towards us. Then this guy over here gets screwed to the bulkhead. That should be fine too, and that will keep the whole thing steady. Now all we have to do is go install it, and hopefully our wire here is long enough to reach to the next light, which I think it is. That would be sweet. So I borked that up really good, and the only way, I mean, this will work still. It's going to be more flimsy. I may need to get some L brackets for the back. So I've been suffering for long enough without a drill. That's on my list for this week. Okay, here we have our finished mount. It's not ideal. It may be changed in the future, but what this does here is allows us to increase the voltage, because the voltage drop was so high over the long run of wire that the lights were very dim on this side of the yard. So this adds another 200 watts. It is connected to Wi-Fi. I haven't tested it with the phone. I'm going to do that next. But yeah, got all the wiring tied back in together. All I'm doing now is cleaning up and testing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. All right, guys, I didn't want to end the video without actually showing you guys some shots of the lights in action. I was going to wait till completely dark, but I decided the sunset looked really cool, and I have these lights off under here on purpose, but I wanted to show you guys now with adequate power what this system can do. So as we see here, we've got this palm tree lit here. That light probably needs to be de-rusted. It has a few bits of rust on the lens from the watering of the yard, and it gets caked on there and you have to de-rust it every once in a while. We have a yard light right there next to the tree. We have two spotlights, one on each palm tree here, looking beautiful. On the dock here, we have the neon rope light, which looks like part of it is failing. We'll have to get a new one of those. But notice on the bulkhead here, we have the lanterns that hang over the water. On the bulkhead, we also have spotlights pointing down into the water. See that last one there? We have one right there pointing down into the pond. And then we have another one down there. Over here, these two trees are lit up by spotlights. There's one there. There's one there. I had to repair the wiring on both of them. It was oxidized. We have a spotlight lighting up this beautiful tree here. Awesome looking tree. Of course, the fence lights are AC voltage. They're not tied to this system. We have a light here in the fish pond, lighting up the pond. And we have one more light here in the Zen Eye garden. So that is our lighting upgrade. Once we added the second power supply over there, it instantly picked up, I'd say, double the lumens that it had before. It just, the issue being the runs for wiring are way too long, and the wiring is not large enough to handle that long of a run and not drop. There's too much resistance on the wire. So adding a second timer over there in the corner, which I'll show you now, has really picked up the brightness back here. You know, we probably have a total of, what, 30 lights back here. But there is the timer all finished up. I just need to get some mulch and cover that all up in the corner there, but it still looks okay, and also serves to keep people from coming around the corner. And you can see the LED rope light around the dock. It looks like part of it has failed in the front as well. Looks like the front is, yeah, the front is out completely, so that's going to have to be replaced. Yep. It happens. Those things are on 24 hours a day, sometimes. Not anymore. I turned that down. Moon looking beautiful. The sunset out here in 4K. And there is the yard from the back. Almost warrants a nice picture from back here for the thumbnail. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions about landscape lighting, make sure you hit me up in the comment section, and I will see you guys soon.